Hey y'all, I'm starting this recipe with a little bacon grease because bacon grease is good in cabbage, and I got it nice and hot. Next I'm throwing in my onions and I'm going to saute those for a little bit till they're nice and caramelized, because I don't know if you know it or not, but caramelized onions help make your veggies taste smoky if you're not going to use smoked meat. So we're going to add the garlic last, because the garlic is easy to burn. So once I get my onions nice and scorched like I like them, I'm going to throw that garlic in there. Let's stir that around a little bit. Give it a good stir. Let me see. What are we doing after this? The cabbage. The cabbage. The main event in this thing. We're going to add that. And then next I've got a little pot liquor left over from the greens that I cooked the day before. So I figured it couldn't hurt. I worked too hard on my greens. I didn't want to waste my pot liquor. I'm going to give that a good stir. And after we mix him, let's see, what are we going to do next? We're going to add our seasonings next. Next, we've got crushed red pepper, because I like a little spice, or maybe a lot of spice. And then I figured I have 2 bottles of rice wine vinegar, so I'm going to pour a little douse of that in there, because what can it hurt? Next, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Just throw it on in there. And after that, to balance the flavors, I'm going to put a little sugar in there. So I'm going to say about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Teaspoon and a half. I didn't want it too sweet, but I wanted to balance the flavor of the vinegar and the heat. And we're going to give it a good stir. And then we're going to, I'm going to cook this until the water cooks down. I'm not going to put the lid on it, because cabbage is very easy to overcook. You don't want your cabbage to be mush. So I'm just going to cook it until the water cooks out of it. I decided to throw a little black pepper in there because black pepper seems to balance the flavor of everything. Go ahead and put that in there and give it a good stir. And wow, look at that. My cabbage is really starting to come together. All right. Yeah, get that little piece in there. Waste not, want not, right? Isn't that what they say? All right, it's done. One of my children was so kind as to buy my Dutch oven for me for Christmas. I love it. But look at that cabbage. This recipe is the perfect blend of flavors. Not too sweet, not too much heat, not salty. It's just perfect. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you to my subscribers.